Luckily, you don't need to be good at maths in order to be able to help your child. Just follow my videos and you can learn together. Today we're going to look at a really fun game looking at pairs to 10. This game is great to help your child learn their pairs to 10, i.e. the two numbers that go together to make 10, but it's also great for anyone that's suffering from maths anxiety or has a low level of maths confidence, because you can support it in different ways and take different things from the game. I'll talk more about that later in the video. But first, how to play the game. Take an ordinary pack of cards and dispose of the picture cards and the tens as shown in the photo on the left. Then deal 5 cards to each of the players. You can play the game with between 2 and 4 players and put the rest of the deck down, face down on the table. Here, player 1's cards are shown on the left and player 2's on the right-hand side. We're looking at photograph 1 here. The aim of the game is to collect the most pairs of 10, i.e. sets of 2 cards that add to 10. First, players lay down any pairs they might already have in their hand as dealt. As you can see, player 1 already has a 9 and a 1 in their hand, so they lay that down on the table straight away, as shown in the photo on the right. Looking first at the photo on the left, we'll assume that player 2 is the youngest, so they're going to take the first turn. They choose another player to ask for a card that they need in order to make a pair to 10. So they turn to player 1 and ask them if they have a 6, please. Player 1 does have a 6 in their hand, so they have to hand it to player 2, who then puts the pair down on the table in front of them, as shown in photo 2. Now it is player 1's turn. They request a 7 from player 2, as we only have 2 players in this particular game. Player 2 does not have a 7 in their hand, so they tell player 1 to go fish, i.e. to take a card from the deck. In this example, player 1 happens to pick up a 7 from the deck, so they place it down as a pair along with their 3, as shown in the photo on the right. Now it's back to player 2's turn, who asks player 1 if they have a 5, please. Player 1 does have a 5 in their hand, so they have to hand it across, and player 2 places this down as a pair in front of them. As you can see, at some stages of the game, some players may have a whole handful of cards, and at other times they may be down to just one card, or even no cards. If you end up with no cards, then you just take one back from the deck and continue the game. Play continues until all the cards have been used up, at which point players add up their pairs, and the player with the highest number of pairs to 10 wins the game. A fun and easy game to play, but where's the maths in it? In the next few minutes, I'll spend some time showing you some adaptations for your child and also the maths discussion that can go alongside this game to really get them learning some maths as you go. If this is your child's first time of playing with playing cards, then I suggest you go back to listen to my doubles games video, where I explain what you need to tell your child about using playing cards, because they won't have seen different suits before and aces will be confusing and so on. The main purpose of this game is to help your child to recall the bonds or the pairs to 10, which is a real basic for place value learning. However, if your child has low maths confidence or maths anxiety or dyscalculia, or is just generally struggling with the subject, then the most important thing is to improve their confidence, get them starting to enjoy maths, and to get some success. So the easier we can make things and the more successful we can make them feel, the better they're going to feel about themselves, and the more they're going to be in the right frame of mind for some more learning. So I'm going to show you how to make some adaptations. To help your child start achieving success, then give them as much support as they need. The first support I recommend is playing with an open hand so that you've got the cards face up in front of you and you can be helping your child spot those pairs to 10 and discussing it. The second thing I recommend is to have this as a support in front of them, i.e., the pairs to 10 already written out. I cover how to do this with your child and the discussion that takes place around it in one of my other videos called Understanding Ones and Tens. Let your child refer to this sheet as often as they need to. It'll help their confidence. They might think they know the answer, but they want to double check it. Some of them are scared of saying the wrong thing, and you don't want that to happen. Let them continue using it like a crutch, and then you'll eventually find they won't need to look at it all the time, or they'll only be looking at it for certain pairs and they're beginning to learn the others. If you play with an open hand, then you can lean over, look at your child's cards, and make suggestions. Don't tell them the answer, but things like, oh, I see you have 2 cards that make 10 in your hand already. Which 2 do you think they are? If they're not sure, you might say, oh, I see there's a 9. Do you have something that goes with a 9 to make 10? Another way you can help is by really modeling the way you're thinking, talking out loud. So, for example, I have a 4 in my hand, so I'm going to ask for a 6 because 4 and 6 makes 10. Just being really explicit with what you're thinking and saying it out loud will really help model that to your child. Please do comment below to ask for more ideas on how you can individualize this particular game for your child's needs, or indeed to request some other video ideas. Please do support my channel by subscribing. It's free and it means you'll be notified when I launch a new video. Thanks for watching my channel.